morning, everybody. This is Dylan here at Ellis Home & Garden. I am with Designs by Dylan, D-Y-L-A-N. Check me out on my Facebook page. But I'm here this morning at Ellis to showcase their beautiful products and make another great centerpiece for you guys. This is probably going to be our last Christmas video because, you know, everyone's already got their house and businesses decorated, so I wanted to make sure I did one last thing. So, you know, I always feel like the last minute thing that everyone forgets is a centerpiece for their table. And there's so many different options and ways that you can do centerpieces, so I'm going to give you an option today that's very easy. It makes a beautiful long centerpiece for any size table, whether it's anywhere from 6 foot to 12 foot. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. So as you come in, go ahead and drop down below with your name, where you're watching from. We love to see. And any questions or comments that you have throughout the video today, go ahead and leave those down below. And if I don't see them, Nadina's right there and she will relay those to me as well.
Morning, Teeny.
Hey Teeny, I'm trying to get the computer all loaded so I can see everyone's comments. Let's see. Give me just a second. Hope everyone had a fabulous weekend. I cannot believe it's already December 4th. The whole week, the whole month, the whole year has flown by. I mean, it's crazy. There I am. Let me see if I can make this bigger. There's all the comments. Hi Trisha, hi Cynthia, Janet, and Sherry.
Morning, Scott.
Oh, hey Scott. All right, so we're gonna do a Christmas centerpiece today, and again, this is something that, you know, I always forget at my house. I look around my house, I'm getting ready for a party, and the last minute thing is a centerpiece. I'm like, oh crap, what am I gonna do? This is something easy that anyone can do, and we're gonna actually use those same teardrops that we've been using, and this is our item of the week that's featured at ellishomeandgarden.com, so you get 50% off. And the other great thing is all the products that you see today are gonna be available on Ellis's website at ellishomeandgarden.com, and they're all 50% off. So even though it's last minute, honey, you still get that sale, still get that discount. And if you're looking for other items that you don't see in this video today, they have a huge selection of Christmas merchandise on the website for you guys to purchase as well. Hi Millie and Phyllis and Iona. Hi Tammy. All right, so we're gonna use, of course, these teardrops, and these are the $9.99 teardrops, so they're on sale for $5. You can use these for multi-purposes. If you see me here at Ellis, use them several different times for several different projects. So we're going to use them today to create a centerpiece or a focal point for your table. You could also take these and put them on your mantle. There's several different options. So what you're going to do to start with, guys, is grab your 2 teardrops, and you're actually going to butt them up together. And the reason you do that is because it's kind of, these teardrops are tapered, so they start out bigger and they taper off smaller. So if you butt them up together, you get a great foundation for a table. And this is very good. This is probably like 3 foot in length. So you get about a 36-inch table piece, and you can always elongate this by adding several picture stems if you wanted to do that. Hi Catherine and Sharon. Yes, Sharon, honey, I'm still wearing shorts. Y'all know, I didn't know it was hot yesterday. It wasn't hot, but it was like, what, 60? And this morning I got up and I threw these shorts on. I went outside and it was 30 degrees. My window was fogged up, frozen. So I had to de-thaw her out. But I still had the shorts on. And y'all say hi to Morticia. She's over here. She has changed her outfit finally. You know, the dry cleaners weren't happy with her. But she's in some white for winter, and she's got her glasses on today because she does have the cataracts, but, you know, we're hoping to get her some surgery. So she's with us today, so y'all say hi to Morticia. All right. I'm trying to think what has happened. Is everyone decorated for Christmas? Give us a thumbs up if you have decorated your house or your business for Christmas. I have been busy doing installs. It's been so fun. Yesterday I drove to Beaumont to do my girl Kelly's house, and that wasn't that bad of a drive. I'd never been to Beaumont before, and I didn't know. Well, she actually lives like 15 minutes or 20 minutes away from Beaumont, but I'd never been out that way, and it's like nothing. Flat land. And I was so excited because when I'm on a drive, I reactivated my Sirius XM radio because they had a sale, and I was going to listen to Howard Stern on the way there, and what do you know? Every 5 minutes I was listening, getting really into it, signal went out. So it was kind of chopped and screwed, but I finally got through with my interview 4 hours later. Hey, Aunt Susan. Oh my God. The puppy is wonderful, and for you guys who don't know, me and Josh we purchased a standard poodle, and she's black, and her name is Stella because I told you I want like a pretentious, fun diva name, and I want to like dress her up. And we have a lab named Molly that we adopted from the shelter, and she needed like a friend. You know, she needed somebody to play with. I don't know if she thinks that, but I thought that because Stella kind of attacks her and jumps all over her, and Molly's not used to that. She's used to being like an only child. But everyone's getting along. The 2 dogs, the cat, it's all been good. And so we just got a doggy door put in. So hopefully she is able to go in and out of that pretty quickly and learn because, honey, we can have, you know how hard it is to get poop out of a shag rug? So we've got to get her trained on that doggy door because if not, I'm going to have to kill her. Hey, Melissa, Emily, Judy, Shirley. All right. So let's get started on the teardrop, guys, or not the teardrop, the centerpiece. So you're going to take your two teardrops and kind of overlap them on top of each other just like that, and take the existing greenery that's on the teardrops and kind of twist and tie them together. And this is how you're going to secure these. So there's no wire needed here, no zip ties, no pipe cleaners. Just twist them together and you get that perfect foundation that we're going to use, of course, for the centerpiece. So in the videos that you guys have seen me do at Ellis and on Designs by Dylan, in my garland, I use 2-loop bows. And that really, I feel, helps fill it out and you get the best proportion of ribbon that you can in your garland. And it's very symmetric, and that's something that we want when doing the table piece. So we're going to create 3 of those 2-loop bows and insert those in here in this centerpiece foundation before we add any other components. So I've chosen 2 ribbons.
Morning, Jackie.
Oh, Tina, I don't need no flamingos, girl. Don't need them. I've got some birds, honey. I'm scared of birds, and they're flying up in my house. And I went to this lady's house the other day. I don't know if y'all ever heard of this, but you know how birds like fly in your porch and they put a nest up there? Well, I went to this lady's house and, you know, I rang the doorbell and of course I'm nosy, so I'm looking around. And she had this big thing up on her house. It looked like needles or something. Have you ever seen that, Dina?
Mm-hmm.
And so the birds can't get up there, but guess what? They still managed to make a nest like right in between there. But I've never seen something like that before. Looked like something off that movie Saw or something. I don't know. Hey, Gary. I was like, what in the world is going on? I need to get up in this house before this stuff happens. Hey, Jackie. How are you? Okay. So these are the 2 ribbons I'm going to use to create the 2-loop bows. Of course, I've got a pattern and a solid, and all of these products can be found at ellishomeandgarden.com. Look at this. I love this. It's got that like metallic back, and this is actually a thicker ribbon, so it's very nice and durable, so you can put this throughout your whole home, and it really makes a great choice of color on your centerpiece. All right. Hey, Diana, I haven't seen you in a while. Have you seen Diana here?
I haven't seen her.
Diana, are you busy doing all the wreaths for the holidays? I miss seeing everybody when I'm up here. And I'm up here every day, it seems like, because I'm getting product and stuff, and ask Dina, I'm in here in and out every day. All right, so we're going to create 2 of these 2-loop bows. So, Dina, I know you have cats, but have you put up anything at your house?
No.
Are you going to?
No.
Oh, my God. You need at least one of those little ceramic trees.
No.
On top of the counter so the cat can't get it.
No.
God, we've got to do better. Hi, Lynn. Can you come a little bit closer, Dina? Maybe they can hear better. Some people are having a problem. Can you still see the whole thing in there? No. All right, guys. We're going to come close while I do the 2-loop bows, and we'll back up from time to time so that you can see the whole project. We just want to make sure that everyone can hear. Oh, thank you so much, Tammy. You are so welcome. Oh, Teeny, where are you moving to? Didn't you say you're moving to Florida? I bet it is beautiful there. You know, Josh and I are going to, where are we going? To Mexico in May. Like I said, I'll let y'all know when I find Natalie Holloway. And I think it's going to be fine. You know, they say everything is dangerous these days, but I'm going to stay on the resort, and I think that it will be fine. Barbara, what in the world? All these people have no decorations. We have got to do better. I'm going to go to Dina's house and put one of them Grinches in her yard. With have you seen that decoration where they put the Grinch and they pulling the lights off the roof? That's what I'll put in your house. Mm-hmm.
Teeny says yes, Orlando.
Oh, cool. I really have been wanting to go to Disney World. And where's the Universal Studios at? Is that in Orlando? Okay, that's where I want to go. Is that Disneyland? Part of it? World. Okay, Disney World. Yeah, I wanted to go because they have a Harry Potter thing. And y'all know I love Harry Potter, but I'm not as obsessed. I mean, I'm not flicking the wand around like Josh and Morgan, but they love it. And so I've heard that at Universal Studios in Orlando, it's literally exactly like the movie. The detail, that everything, they have a wand shop. And I mean, I'm really a kid at heart, and so I think that I'll have just as much fun as a kid would.
I want to go to Pandora down there.
What's that?
Pandora?
Mm-hmm.
It's,
Don't look at me like that. I don't know what that is.
what's the movie? Oh, it's right there. Sam Worthington and but they. Oh, my brain just died.
Hi, Lori. Okay, when you think about it, come back and tell me. Oh my God, Catherine, I bet it is beautiful. Y'all know a secret? My house ain't done, okay? My tree is up. My garland is up. I've just got a few touches that I've got to do. Y'all know me and Josh moved in November the 15th, and I have not been home at all. I don't get home till like...
Avatar, sorry.
Avatar. Oh my God, I love Avatar. I bet it's so detailed. Oh, cool. So you know how it is when you move, and plus I've been in installs all day, every day, so I don't get home till like 10 o'clock, and when I get home, I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. And so, like last night, I had a moment off, like I got home at 7:30, and I went to Dairy Queen, and like 3 hours later, I finally ate my tacos, because the phone was ringing, I was responding to something, I started cleaning something up in the house, or vacuuming. But I've got the majority of my Christmas done. I've just got to go back now and add like little accent pieces around the house, and do a couple things to make it look complete for my party on the 21st. And I got artwork. We went to my aunt's house this weekend, and she does beautiful work, beautiful art. And so she made me like 9 canvases. It cost me like $245 in canvases, which is nothing, because one canvas that she painted looked exactly like the picture I was going to buy online for $191. And I got 9 canvases. So I'm super excited. So I did her tree in return, and I'll post that on Designs by Dylan in a little bit to let you guys see. It's blue and gold, which that's the colors in my new home. Blue, gray, with like accents or touches of gold. I don't want it to be too overpowering.
Melissa asked, do your hands ever hurt from making bows?
Who did?
Melissa.
Hi, Melissa. It just depends on what type of bow. If it's a really thick, full bow, sometimes, but I'm fortunate and lucky that it doesn't happen very often. Alicia, you're asking about the puppy. She's doing very good. Very good. Alright guys, so I tied these off with the pipe cleaners, and we're going to start adding them into these teardrops here, and I'm going to place one in the center, of course, because that's going to be our main focal point, and I'm just going to tie them directly in to the foundation. Again, you don't need any picks on this or anything like that. No styrofoam. We're going to attach everything to the foundation that we've created, and that's the great thing about this is, like I said, it's easy, and it's something last minute, so that's why I'm going to do this the last Christmas video. So if you're missing something and you need a table piece, you can replicate this at your home, and it's not that hard. Okay, I'm going to go down about midway through and place another one. And I'm wrapping all the way up underneath the teardrop. And of course, separate your ribbons out as you go along. Everyone said they can't hear. Will you check the volume?
I just did.
Yeah.
It's up.
And I'm sick. I mean, I think I'm getting sick. That's why my nose is stopped up. So I hope that doesn't hurt. Okay, so we're going to go halfway down the center of here also. And we're going to keep these even on each side. So kind of eyeball it and make sure that the ribbon that you put on each end kind of matches up. Yes, I'll have to show you guys. And on Designs by Dylan, which is my Facebook page, make sure you go check me out there. I have a monthly group and everything. I will post a picture of my dog. I would show you right now, but we're on the phone, of course. But I was about to say, I have a picture on my phone, but I can't show you right now. Okay, so once you add the 3 pieces in, you have now created the base for you to add any embellishments that you want. And there's a little bit of a process here, so I'm going to show you and walk you through it as we go.
Joanne just asked, do you put the bows on first? Do you always put bows on first?
Hi, Joanne. Absolutely. Even if you don't put bows, I recommend putting your ribbon on first, because then you know after how much room you have left to add any embellishments. Because sometimes if you have a packed garland, wreath, or tree, or whatever it is, and you go back at the end and try and add ribbon, it doesn't look as if it belongs there. It kind of looks like you went and threw it in last minute. So always go back and add the ribbon first before you add anything else.
Jennifer says, would that also be the same style of ribbon to put on your tree all over?
Hi, Janice. Say it one more time.
Would that also be the same style of ribbon to put on your tree all over?
Yes, well, you know, that's just your preference. I get that question a lot, and I like to carry out my theme throughout my home, especially if I'm doing just one color scheme, which I am at my home this year. So if you're doing the red and gold and you use these ribbons in your centerpiece or your garland on your mantle, I recommend putting them also in your wreaths or your tree so that everything kind of ties and corresponds together throughout your holiday stuff. So I recommend that, but you definitely don't have to. I've before in my own home done different themes in different rooms, but if it's in one room, like say the living room, I would make my tree and my mantle kind of correspond together. All right, so I'm gonna start adding in my poinsettias. Make sure you fluff them out so they look really nice and clean. Hey Amber, how are you? We're gonna put one kind of right in the middle of each one of those bows that we added in to the base. And again, there's no styrofoam here. This greenery is thick and full enough that I'm actually able to insert these stems directly into it. So it makes it very easy and convenient, so I don't have to run out and grab some styrofoam or cut all that up. This is just very easy and simple. Hey Andrea, honey, how are you? Okay. Oh, hey Courtney. Okay, so once you have your poinsettias in, now we're going to begin adding some florals. Okay, so one of my favorites, and you've seen me use this several times, is my good old berries, honey, and they are only $5 on sale. All of the florals are 50% off. I think everything is, isn't it? So ribbon, floral, ornaments, what am I missing? Teardrops, they're all 50% off, and they're all online, so you can get them and replicate this for your home in your color scheme. Okay, so we want this to look very proportionate and symmetric. Of course, that's very important. So instead of sticking this big old thing in there, which that would weigh it down, and when you pick it up, it's going to go both ways. Tear this apart and get more for your money, and put this in separately throughout the whole piece. Hi Kim, how are you? Hi Renee and Susan, Karen, thank you so much. Oh, don't you love that? Debbie getting boxes at the door. I'm an Amazon Prime shopper. You know, I got that it's 2-day free shipping. And honey, I forget what I order sometimes. The other day I got home, there was 3 packages. I was like, well, Merry Christmas. And sometimes it's nothing big. Like yesterday, it was some $2 wine corks. You know, like the kind you put at the top of the wine so that it doesn't spill or get old once you open it. But then one day, it was a village that I forgot that I bought, you know, whoopsie. And Josh always says, you know, what are all these boxes? I said, don't worry about it. You know, they'll have your name on it. And he don't need to know everything. Don't you guys agree? Your husband don't need to know everything. Or your wife, they don't need to know.
April just sent a text that she'll be home at 11:30.
Okay. That's my next client. Me too, Vicki. I love it. And as you guys can see, we're kind of going with the red and gold, elegant, traditional theme. But I'm going to add in some green also to really break this up and add a little pop of color so it's not so dark. If you ever have a design and use darker colors, so say you do like burgundy and gold, you can add something else in there to really make it pop. So I'm doing red and gold, which can be kind of dark. So to break all that up, I'm going to add in some pretty lime green.
Alicia sent one. I can't see all of her comment.
My husband, who all of a sudden, oh, it went off. Donna, see girl, not everybody needs to know everything about the Amazon. And now, hi Angie, absolutely not. You don't always have to make them symmetrical. It's just a preference, but when it's a centerpiece and you want it to be seen from all sides, all angles, you want to make sure on those you try and keep them as symmetrical as possible. But I love doing like one-sided arrangements and all of that stuff, all that type of stuff. So you definitely don't have to. And orchid arrangements are fun because you can have a couple of sprigs of orchid coming out and they're definitely not symmetric, so there's just different ones. Oh, Sherry, it is, girl. You just gotta have patience, take your time, and most importantly, guys, when you design, have fun. There really is no rules. I just love giving guidance and tips that I follow when making my designs. But you know, do what makes you happy and what you feel looks best in your home. And I've seen several pictures that you guys have sent in, not only here at Ellis, but on my page as well. And everyone does a fabulous job. God, that was hot. And everyone does a fabulous job.
Mary Adams sent you a PM. She just wants you to know that she sent it.
Thank you, Nancy. Okay, Mary, I will check. So I'm going to continue adding out this red. And you guys can see just by adding a few pieces, it already starting to look really full and pretty. That's what I'm saying, Trisha. And Josh is just as bad, but he usually gets his before I get home. so I don't really see them because y'all know I don't get home till late nowadays. But he ain't fooling me. Ain't fooling me. So if your husband is not watching, leave a comment because I can see. Let me, of course, Renee, let me know what you're getting your husband for Christmas. Because I need something to get Josh. We're not really going to do gifts this year because, like I said, we're going to Mexico. And so we've been paying on that trip. But I feel like I need to get him a little something, like maybe $100 or under, just so he has a few gifts to open up on Christmas. I could get him like a gag gift, like some bikini underwear or something. Wouldn't that be funny? But I don't know what to get him. My mom either. I got to get her something good. Maybe a massage. I feel like everyone would love a massage.
Michelle says you can purchase the rubber tips to prevent the hot glue from burning.
Oh, I haven't seen those. Mary, Salem. He's hanging in there, honey. He is hanging in there. He's not very happy right now because I hope Josh is not watching. If he is, oh well. You know, we had to get the cat declawed because we have brand new furniture and I don't want the cat clawing up the furniture because he does. And that's the main reason he's locked up. That's me overlooking him tearing up the blind pools, cutting the DVD cords, the iron. We're not going to get into all that. But the main reason is because I don't want him clawing my furniture. And he has a scratching post and catnip and all that crap, but it doesn't matter. He still does it. So we leave him locked up in the daytime. It's just in the upstairs bedroom. He's got his litter box in there and his toys and all that stuff. But I told Josh about 3 months ago, we moved on the 15th of November, you have got to call and get him on the list to get declawed. They don't just have openings right and left. Oh, yeah. Okay. So he called like the day before we moved. It's going to be January 30th before we can get him in. So Salem is kind of taking a little field trip upstairs until we get his claws out. And once his claws are out, then he'll be perfectly fine to roam the house until he starts chewing, and then we'll have to get him a splint or something, okay, so he doesn't start chewing everything. And oh my God, I went to Canton last weekend, and there was this little Yorkie. I was going to tell Dina this. And he had little shoes on. Have you ever seen those? And he was like walking around Canton. He had this little like Converse. It was so cute.
How long are these teardrops?
Ooh, I don't know. But this is about 3 foot, so about what, 15 inches each? We're going to go with that. Because don't you think it's about 3 foot long? I have a yardstick measure right here. Let's see. 1, 2. It's about 3.5 foot long. Once you add it in, both teardrops, and you know, you can always make it longer if you have a longer table. Say you have a 12-foot table, just have your stems come out past the base, and that will help make it longer. Hi Janet, are you making a fresh grave blanket? You could just put some Oasis on there and use that, you know, to add all of your stems in to keep them fresh and alive. I would add some ribbon. You said you had some tree branches. Some foliage. Once you have that foliage down as your base and foundation, you can always go back and add some ribbon for a pop of color. And don't just put a bow in the center. You can have your streamers kind of coming out to fill out the whole blanket. Add some ornaments in there. In different types of, if you're going to do real, you can do different types of real greenery, so not just one kind. I actually went back and redid my front door because I made a beautiful garland, but you know, once I got it up there, and you know, everyone changes their mind, myself included, I wanted to do something different. You know, I got on HGTV one night and they had this Christmas special on, and I've never done real greenery. And so I decided I'm going to give it a shot. So I went to Sam's and Home Depot because they both have real garland, fresh garland, Christmas garland, and it's two different types of greenery. Sam's has more of a pine look, and Home Depot has more of like a Christmas tree branch look. And I took those two and I blended them and combined them together and created a pretty thick garland, and I draped all around my front door, and then I have a beautiful wreath that I made that I put in the center. And I left the garland green because I didn't want it to take away from my pretty wreath. And I just put some lights in it. I have red and white lights outside. They look like candy cane. They're C9 lights. And then I put some red and white lights in the garland. So it kind of tied it all in. So do you guys use fresh garlands or wreath? If you do, leave me a comment and let me know. And let me know about how long they last, because I was thinking in my house, I wanted to put some green garland, fake, and then add in some of that fresh in there with it. Will it last through the holidays? I've never done it inside. Do you think it will? Probably not if the cat gets a hold of it, but hopefully it might have a little haircut.
Angie says she thought she saw you at Canton.
Well, girl, you should have said something. I come gave you a hug.
And a lot of people are giving some ideas on what to do instead of declawing.
I would have to have the claws out. I had cats growing up, and they were wonderful, but they didn't have no claws. didn't have them.
Recommendations for mailbox decor.
You're looking at it, girl. Who has that?
Robin Julie Britton.
Hi, Robin. Look, you can take this multi-purposes. So use it for your table. You can also bend it and put it around your mailbox. So it's a 2-for-1 special, just like they have a Sonic, and you can do that also. Okay, so now we're going to start adding in some of my favorite leaf, which is the honey locust spray. Of course, this comes in many different colors, and I'm going to add this in throughout the base to give it more of, to make the red pop more. Oh no, well then I probably shouldn't do the live garland inside because I don't want it to look like pine straw up there the week of Christmas because it stays in there.
I didn't think about that because, you know, live trees will shed.
I know, and I don't want, you know, I have seen live garland before after it's been up too long and it kind of dries out, and it does look like pine straw, and I don't want to do that. Oh, almost spritz it then, Teresa. Okay, so let's start adding in this gold, and I'm going to come underneath the poinsettia and the ribbon down here, and this gold is a little bit bigger leaf, so it's going to help make the red pop in my arrangement. Oh my God, Susan, he's not even fazed by the water, I promise. He's about 4 years old, and he still kind of gets crazy, and we have a water bottle, but I think he thinks it's funny now, and so he doesn't really do anything. Not at all. What are these caps? I've never heard of these. Have you heard of this?
Yeah.
What is it again?
You just put these they're little plastic tips that you put on their claws.
And how do they not come off?
I don't know.
I've never heard of that before. Oh no, guys, I've had my other cats declawed and they were fine. They actually had these little bandages on when they came home, and the vet said leave them on for a few days. Those things were off when we got home. Cat done took them off and they were fine.
I can't read all of Tammy's.
That's awesome, Tammy. She said she made some fresh wreaths with a friend, and they turned out really good. I love the smell of a real Christmas tree. I've never had a real one because I'm afraid that the branches just won't withstand the weight of all of the materials that I might put on it. So that is why I haven't had a real tree. Oh, well, thank you so much, Francis, and that is totally fine, girl. I do talk too much sometimes, and you know, you just gotta tell me to shut up. Ask Dina, she'll tell me sometimes, and you know, my mom and Josh just tells me to shut up all the time. He's sick of hearing me. So, no, you're totally fine, girl. Oh, Carmen, honey, let me send you some money. Thank you so much. I have not lost any more weight. Well, I had weight this morning, so maybe I have. But I don't think so, because last night when I was on the way home from Beaumont, which is about a 4-hour drive, you know, I got hungry, and so I had to stop and get a bag of Cheetos. And I didn't just get the little bag. They had a large, full family size, and so I ate puffs going down the road and had that cheese everywhere. But it was fun. But thank you so much.
Janice is asking, should you
Hey,
get
Paula.
a teardrop to decorate for Valentine's Day?
Say it one more time.
Should you get a teardrop to decorate for Valentine's Day?
Yes, absolutely. And I might actually see if we can keep some of these back and keep them online, because that is a great thing that she brought up. You can use this base for anything. And I use Christmas garland also for a whole bunch of different types of projects, because it makes a great base. And once you're done filling it out with all different kinds of florals and embellishments, you can't even tell that's what it was. And I like them because you can use them and don't have to worry about styrofoam or any of that mess that goes along with it.
Do you tie Robin's asking, do you tie the ribbon in or do you pick it in?
I tie it in. You can pick it in if you have styrofoam. I've done that many times, but you can, like on this piece right here, I'm just actually gluing it to the greenery. It sticks really well. Therefore, you don't have to have any foam. Hi, Elfie. How are you? Oh, well, thank you, Angie. I hope you're having a fabulous day now. I like to get on the videos every week, no matter if I'm here on my page, and just have fun, you know? There's so much crap going on in the world, that's why I don't watch the news, and it's just freaking scary, really. And
Yeah.
so we don't look at that crap. We're here to have a good time, and I just like to have fun, even if we're talking about the crazy cat or whatever it is that day.
Barbara, this is a teardrop.
Yep, 2 teardrops that we actually placed together. They butted up together, and we're now creating the centerpiece that can go in the center of your table, your coffee table. You can put this on your mantle if you have a smaller mantle. There's many different things that you can do with it. Okay, so you now see what a big difference that gold made. So now we're going to keep adding to fill this out a little bit more, and we're going to add some green. Let me see if I have some. Can I see everything on the screen? Can you do me a favor?
I see you, and I'm just missing the tips of it.
Okay, can you do me a favor? You can leave there. On that end cap, will you get me some of those smaller box orders? I think there are 6 in a box, either red or gold. Hi, Karen. Hey, Vicky. Hope you're having a great day. Okay, so look at this green. Isn't this pretty? So again, we're doing red and gold, but I just wanted to make it pop a little bit more, and I thought, what can I do? And with red and gold, you can add many colors, but I'm going to add green. And to tell you the truth, at my house, I did more of like a red, silver, and green this year, but most of my decor has royal blue in it. So I went and purchased some royal blue large ball ornaments, the medium and small, 3 different sizes, and I'm just going to put touches of that royal blue up into the tree for some depth, into my garlands. Excuse me, so it kind of helps tie in all of my Christmas with all of my decor, my everyday decor throughout my home. Hi Tammy, welcome girl. I actually just took the teardrop and I tied them together using the existing PVC greenery. I put those together, tied it around, and that's how I did that. So there was no zip ties, no mess, no anything. But if you do want to put it somewhere and you really need a space for it to stay together, you can zip tie it together for sure. Just get some black ones and you'll never see them. Thank you.
They didn't have any red.
That's fine. Hi Marilyn, how are you? Hi Angie. There's many different options to anchor things. You can use command hooks, but remember, those only withstand so much weight. So if you're going to put them on top of the mantle and just have your garland kind of tied to it, you can do that. But I just recommend a little finishing nail, a little bitty nail. Once you take it out or move it, you can't really see the hole. Put it on top of your mantle, so that way when you're looking at it and you don't see that hole. Don't put it on the front. And just use a little nail. Don't get, girl one time went to a client's house and I said, oh, I need a few nails. She brought me one we could have built a house with. So just be careful on the selection.
Nala's watching from the Netherlands.
Adrian, I sure will. Ron is asking about the autumn piece. Sure. This is actually the wreath that Jackie helped me make. So when Jackie came down one time, we did a fall wreath. We both made one, and this is hers. So we made this a few weeks back, and you can find all past content and material on the video tab on Ellis's Facebook. Okay, so before we add that gold in, I had Dina run to get me something, because as you design, you think you might need another element. Let's add some balls. The reason we're adding these is because it's a different element, different texture, different look. This is going to add depth within whatever you place it, whether it's a tree, a centerpiece like this, or a garland. So remember that. Use different things that are different shapes, just like these florals here. We use the wider leaves, the smaller berries, and the poinsettia. So that's 3 totally different stems. I agree, Francis. Oh, thank you, Ramona. Yes, honey, come on over to Dylan's Divas, where I do 2 exclusive videos a week. I give tutorials. We have such a blast. You guys come join me. I need to add Dana to that page so she can see it. All right, so now I'm going to add in these ornaments. Let's see what size these are. These are, what did it say? Well, heck no. But anyway, they're just medium. You know, small, medium, large. You don't need any too big in here. But I'm just going to add these throughout to give it some depth. And add in.
I would say 30-inch, because I know we've got the 5 and the 6 inch. Or
they
had
might
the 5
be.
and 6
There's
inch right there.
There's a tag over the tag. Let me see if I can get it off. I can't. I don't have any nails. Took them off today. Just kidding. Yeah, Janice, we're gonna have so much fun.
Vicky says she signed up for the retreat that you will be a guest at.
Oh yes, hey Ruth. It's $24.99. Yes, I'm gonna be in Gatlinburg with Jackie in April. And we're going to have so much fun. I'm so excited about going to the Christmas store. I could just die. I'm going to say something else. But anyway, I could just die. And I've already started saving some coins. And I've got to You know, them quarters add up, honey. And Josh has this thing at the back door. I'm sure y'all are the same way. And it's probably the same way. He's got this big, like, little jar, and every time he comes in with change, he just drops a change in there. And he's like, don't you cash that. But one day, I'm going to make I'm a pretty good liar. I have to be. Well, I don't call it lying. I just call it, what's the right word?
Stretching the truth.
Stretching the truth. Oh my God, Josh, I came in. I don't know where that vase went. Anyway, it went to Coinstar. And I'm going to get ready. I'm going to get ready for my trip. So I'm super excited. Oh my God. Hi, Judy. You can go to DylanPalmerDesigns.com. Oh my gosh. Hi, Joanne. Okay, we're going to add the last ornament. And I added 6 of these. And I'm going to let you know about the odd numbers, because I try and say, use odd numbers if they're extremely noticeable, but you can't see, you can't really tell that you have 6 in here versus 5. But if they were larger and your eye was really drawn to them, make sure that you really point out and place them where you can't tell. So this is what the front of it looks like. So now we're going to begin adding in some of that green pick that we tore apart. Okay, so we're going to start adding this in. Oh God! I mean, look, we just added that one piece. Ow! And you see what a difference that green made. It really makes the green. I mean, it really makes the red and the gold pop off. I just tore off my finger. And so we're going to add this throughout the arrangement as we go. Oh, Adrian, I cannot wait. That's what I'm saying, Harrietta. $600 just for saving your quarters and your coins and even pennies. They add up so quick. And I don't ever carry cash, but now that I was doing installs, sometimes they get paid with cash, and so I've just gotten more over time. My car's full of it, and I've sucked it up in the vacuum cleaner, so every once in a while I have to go through. You know when you're like vacuuming, you know, all of a sudden it scares me to death every time I think a machine gun's going off. But it's just a quarter, you know, stuck in the vacuum.
Can you join
So
your
you have
Diva group with
to
a
be
debit or
careful.
credit card, or just PayPal?
Say it one more time.
Can you join your Diva group with a debit credit card, or is it just by PayPal?
Just through PayPal. Just through PayPal. Oh, let me know. This is. Oh my gosh, Margie. Well, I'm so glad you got to at least go to one of the Ellis stores. I do think the Longview store is bigger, but they're all wonderful. The reason I like all the different ones is because they all have different designers and different looks. And so even I, you know, come out of a store that I'm used to going to and shopping at and working at to somewhere else, and you get a whole different perspective on how you can, you know, display items, decorate with items. So I love it. And that's the same thing with any other store too, whether you're going to Walmart, Lowe's, everyone's different. And Dina, I have to tell you, my favorite Walmart now is the one on SS Parkway. You ever been over there?
Yep.
They got everything.
Yep.
Everything. I mean, you could just buy a child over there on aisle 3. I mean, that's where Angelina and Brad are, aisle 3. But yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I wouldn't recommend going at night, you know, but it is nice also. Hi, Rhonda.
She's asking what's your Diva group.
I will talk about it here at the end of the video. I was going to tell y'all also, did everyone go Black Friday shopping? Because I think, did I tell them about the vacuum I bought? So I have a Dyson vacuum that's $800. No, I didn't pay $800. Okay, go back to the cat. So, you know, Josh gets the cat food. And he gets, you know, Dana probably knows this because she's got cats. Sometimes in the dog food and the cat food bags, it comes with like these little papers that says, fill this out, you could win something, whatever. I thought it was a bunch of crap. Well, Josh is, I don't know what's wrong with him. He's very lucky. He can win anything. So a little paper came in the Purina cat food bag, and it said, fill this out, and you can win an $800 Dyson vacuum, which that's how much they cost. Do you know he won that thing? So, honey, I've been zooming around the house like Miss Doubtfire, you know, with the vacuum, throwing the cord out, and it works so good. But they have these other ones that are cordless. They're called like Dyson Sticks or something, and they're like $400, $600. Well, on Black Friday, you know, I'm not getting out and fighting those people, but because I might have to choke someone. But the good thing about Walmart is they have a website, and they have that vacuum, the stick vacuum, for $150. It was on sale for Black Friday, so I purchased it. I will tell you what, that thing will suck up the grass out of the yard. It is so good. And Molly, the lab we have, sheds so bad that her hair is everywhere, and it will literally pick up every piece. The best money I've ever spent. And if I don't need if I need something stronger, Then I have that one we got from the cat food. So thank you, Purina. It was all good until they $10.99 them. But you know, he had to pay taxes on that vacuum because it was so expensive. It literally will, Nancy. I mean, you can suck the dirt up out of the yard. It is crazy. You know, there's not many things that really just excite me like that. But a good vacuum, I'm all good. I am all good. Especially when doing installs and decorating for Christmas. You know that glitters everywhere. And that thing can find glitter anywhere. I could vacuum my hair up my legs and it would just come out with that thing. All for $150 at Walmart. But I don't think it's on sale anymore. But it really is the best thing I bought all year. Josh got home from work and he was like, "What is wrong with you?" I'm like, "Oh my God. I had the best time. The vacuum sucked this whole house, cleaned it up. Everything." Love it. Me too, Donna. Preach, y'all. It's so worth the money. And let me tell y'all, why are we talking about vacuums? I feel like I work at Sears. But I used to be a Kirby person. My grandmother was one of those that, you know, the Kirby man comes to your house and he has to do a little demo for you. And he shows how it shampoos and blows the swimming pool up and, you know, paints the car, all kinds of stuff. And so she bought one and they're like, you know, $1,500. And it's self-propelled. Honey, I almost threw my shoulder out trying to get that. I mean, it took off. Have you ever used the Kirby? It takes off like that, self-propelled like a lawnmower. And so literally, you know, every time I was vacuuming like that. And I almost tore my rotator cuff, but I thought it was the best vacuum ever until we got that free Dyson through the cat food bag, and the Kirby is no good no more. Oh my God, Anita, I had a rainbow growing up. Love him, except for that canister, it's gross. You know, you gotta empty all that out.
I'm gonna butcher the name, I'm sorry. Herminia says she got a shark vacuum from QVC and it's wonderful, picks up a dog's hair.
That is another one that I've used at my clients' homes, and it is wonderful as well. Someone's asking about the number. Oh, well, thanks, Holly. Someone is asking about the number for this stem, and it is 831884. It's called Glittered Golden Rain Leaf. Guess it's been through the rain, honey. But it's got some glitter, and this comes in different colors too, I think. Oh my God, Candy, I've never seen a dog that sheds like Molly does. Like, you just touch her and hair floats off in the air. And, you know, I bought her this big, pretty blue bed. And I thought, oh, this is going to match my house. Well, it's white now because her hair literally sheds so bad. So, I don't know what to do. They said they have this stuff you can put on your dog's food. Have you ever heard of that, Tina? And it's supposed to help their coat, like, become more, have more moisture. So it doesn't shed as bad. So I need to try that out. All you people who love have a Kirby, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You don't pay attention, you could chip a tooth and run over the dog all at the same time. And that thing, my shoulder hurt thinking about it. It's just crazy.
Tear the rotator cuff, chip a tooth.
Yes.
Lose the dog.
You would have to have a dental dam in 5 minutes just because you done lost control of that thing. And it really has gears on it. Like it has a neutral and drive. How do you kick that thing in drive and you are ready to go? Who needs a Beamer when you got a Kirby? Okay. Hi, Trisha. Welcome, girl. Yes, Sharon. Little did you know, honey, you were watching this to learn how to make a centerpiece and get household hints. In a few moments, I'll go over my favorite cleaning products. And my favorite cleaning product, for real, is fabulous. So, the purple. I have not, Anita. What is that? Oh, well, that's self-explanatory, I guess. It goes on your hand. I have not. Okay. So this is what we've got so far. And again, we've been adding all the different components. We started with the ribbon with those tulip bows, and then we added in the red berries, the gold locust leaves, and now the green glittered rain stem, which I just found out the name, so I'm gonna be saying that all day long. And then I used a six pack of the medium size gold balls. So now to finish this bad boy off, we're gonna add a little bit something different, another element, these berry stems as well. I think you saw me use these on the tree topper. Hey Connie, how are you? And tell Dennis I said hi too. Oh my God, love Fabuloso. It smells so clean, so fresh. Do you use that? You console person? Okay. What would you use?
I can't because
Oh,
I'm allergic. I usually use vinegar when I clean.
Oh, so you don't get breakdown or anything?
Yeah.
We use a dog brush. What's a Furminator brush? I've never heard of that.
I've never heard of that.
Hi Debbie, good luck girl. I know it's going to be beautiful. This is my last week of installs. I'm happy but I'm sad. You know, I'm happy because I can sleep in for a day. And I'm sad though because I love it. You know, I'm talking to you guys. I love going out and meeting people and doing all kinds of stuff. And seeing all the houses that people have. Honey, I saw this lady's house the other day and I just wanted to stay there. You know, it's like the White House.
Someone said you need to go on America's Got Talent and do comedy.
Who said that?
Iona?
Hi, Anna. Girl, I could not because I have to choke Simon. But I do love, I was watching it, this is off subject again, but I was watching Howard Stern, you know, for 5 seconds every time the signal went out. And I was listening to Sharon Osbourne. She's one of my favorite people. She's so funny, and she don't give a crap. And she was on America's Got Talent for years. And so Simon said, not Simon, Howard said, if we were on a boat, and it was me and Simon, and you know the boat was burning, who would you save? And she said, I'd put a rope around Simon's neck with a brick and drown him. That's why I love her. I do love Simon. He's funny, but I don't know. You guys still watching The Voice? Have you got to catch any of it? Your mom's in it. My favorite is Mackenzie Thomas. She's the redheaded girl. She can blow, and her runs are perfect. They're like Mariah's before she lost her voice, and I love it.
But now that 911's not on, I can probably catch up on some.
Oh my God, I'm behind on that. What's happening? Is it off for the winter finale?
It's off for the winter.
Are you guys watching This Is Us? Honey, I have not. I'm behind because I haven't been home. But my sister told me there has been some major bombshells, so I've got to get a chance to catch up on that. It probably won't be today because I'm going to go home and try and finish my house. And I told Josh he's going to cook dinner. So, hope he likes Dairy Queen. So, I told him I was going to make tacos. I'm going to line them all up in a plate and be like, here you go, honey. I was slaving away. And you know, I can like throw something in the pan so it smells like I cooked something, you know. Just kidding. I really do enjoy cooking when I have time. So I told him I'd make homemade tacos tonight and stuff like that. Oh my God, Betty, I bet it is beautiful. I know, Mary. My sister told me what happened because I haven't been able to watch and, you know, see anything. But I heard that it is really just a lot going on, so I can't wait to watch and get caught up. I've been watching The Housewives. Does anyone watch The Housewives real quick? Leave a comment and let me know.
Nancy says that she hears that The Handmaiden is having a sequel.
The who?
September 9th.
Handmaid's Tale? They're having a season 3. They're filming right now because, you know, Serena, the girl that plays Serena, she was pregnant in real life, so they had to let her have her baby. And so she did, and so now they're filming season 3. It is Taco Tuesday. Me too, Tamara. I cry every time, honey. I don't care. And you know, you're crying so loud, but you can't stop watching. It's kind of like Hallmark.
Damon's watching.
Ooh, Carol. Hey, Damon, how are you? Carol, honey, she said she is behind. Mary, which ones do you watch? Let's talk real quick. My favorite is, let's talk about Dallas. Hope they ain't watching. Hey, girls, because I'll see them in the mall. But my favorite is Leanne because she just says whatever and she doesn't care. But her husband, her boyfriend does not like her. They're not going to get married. And who else? Let's walk at Orange County. Shannon needs to quit crying about her husband, honey. They are divorced. He don't want you. It's time to move on. And one more, New Jersey. Teresa needs to lay off her face. She has done way too much. She looks way too old. Can you imagine what's going to happen when her husband Joe gets out of prison? Because I think they're going to deport him. Have you ever seen any of the Housewives ever? Oh, you got a DVD player? I'm going to bring you an episode. All right. Me too, Connie. They're all the same. You know when they're going to kiss, you know when they're going to talk, you know when they're going to meet. And I watched one the other day and knew it actually. I had 5 minutes to sit down. It was called Christmas at Graceland and it had Kelly Pickler in it. She was the worst. It was the worst thing I've ever seen, but I couldn't stop watching, you know. And it was like where she was from Tennessee and she moved and came back and she used to work at Graceland or something and she fell in love. It was pretty bad, but I just couldn't stop watching.
The Great Christmas Light Fight. Have you seen any of those?
Oh my God, Katie, how was it? Yes, I watched The Great Christmas Light. Have you?
Mm-hmm.
I watched it last week when it premiered, and the inflatables, holy crap, did you see that? I mean, one gust of wind and we were going to be flying like a hot air balloon. The thing I look for in Christmas lights, it's not about how many you have, it's about the detail. The cleaner and the neater, the better for me. Even if you have like 1,000 acres, if you've only decorated half of an acre, the more detailed, the better, I think. Oh, Judy, I love Married to Medicine. Them people are crazy. Crazy, crazy. Christmas in Graham County. Oh my God, how cool, Brenda. Betty, which one are you talking about? Are you talking about Christmas at Graceland? Was that not horrible? I hope she's not watching. Hey, Kelly. It was horrible. Horrible. But you know, we still watched. Still watched.
Rebecca just pinned the Christmas teardrop.
Yeah, guys. Rebecca just pinned the teardrops. Again, they're $5. Everything here is 50% off this week. It's going to be our last Christmas video as we transition into some Mardi Gras and some fun winter stuff. So again, this is something you can put on your table, your mantle, anything to decorate for the holidays. The whole town were extras. That is so cool, Brenda. I'd be an extra. I'd find a way to get up in there, though. You know, I'd be saying I was going to be extra. I'd be in the background, you know, waving or something.
You got what
Thank you,
vacuum
Carmen.
did you get at Walmart?
Do what?
What vacuum did you get at Walmart?
The Dyson Stick. It's a V6. And, honey, it's just like a car. I told y'all, it will suck the grass out of the yard. And it will, every bit of anything, it will do it. Yeah, I agree, Betty. Train wreck. So were the trees in the movie. So were the trees. Oh, I do too, Mary, but I'm so sad that Jeff and Jenny are having that major fight. He's a little bit of a diva. He needs to come down because he needs to remember where he came from when that show started, and I love it. I love Zoila, too. Thank you so much, Donna. All right, guys. Well, again, let me show this from the top like this. We added 2 teardrops together. We butted them up together, and I tied them, just twisted them together using the existing greenery. I added in 3 of those tulip bows that I make and incorporate into my garlands. Some poinsettias, some florals, some balls, and some ribbon. And boom, you have an easy table piece that you can make with under 30 minutes or so. And it will really brighten up your table, your mantle, your mailbox. Wherever you decide to place it, you can put it at your home. So this is that. Love it. And again, y'all tell Morticia hi, honey. She changed her clothes for you today. And I've been working with her to get her manners under control because she is a little bit of, what's the right word? We can't say it here on daytime TV, but she's been doing good, honey. And she's moved up to 3.0 because she really can't see all the bites she got in. But don't y'all like her in the light color? Okay. All right, guys. Well, don't forget, everything you see here, ellishomeandgarden.com. And it's all 50% off. Go get it today before it's gone. And I hope everyone has a beautiful week, and I hope you guys continue to decorate your home for the holidays. I know I am. I have a client at 11:30, but after I get done with her, I'm going to go and whip out the rest of my stuff and make Josh's tacos. I got to call him my order at Dairy Queen and get all that ready to go. So don't forget, guys, you can find me every day at Designs by Dylan, D-Y-L-A-N on Facebook. All the information from my monthly design group, which is $24.99 a month. It is on there as well, and DylanPalmerDesigns.com. So sign up, come have fun with us, be a diva. I can't wait. And I'll be here every Tuesday here at Ellis to showcase their fabulous products and show you how you can decorate with them. They have so many great things here. They're already getting in some spring stuff, so I can't wait to show you that each week as we come here on Tuesday and have a good time. And remember, if you're not having a good time, if you got stress going on in your life, if you're watching the news, drop it all. Come hang out with us for an hour here on Tuesdays, and we will have a good fun and try to make you laugh and let you know about household cleaning products that you might need to purchase too, on top of decorating. All here at Ellis. All right, guys, I love you so much for watching. So does Dina, and we hope everyone has a fabulous week, and we will see you next Tuesday at 10. Bye, guys.
Bye.